Hey yo, what is up FPG fam, and welcome to Solo Leveling Arise. Now, this is a game that I was on the fence whether I was going to do content on. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome, I appreciate you being here. I've done content on a lot of ARPGs, that's why Solo Leveling definitely caught my attention. But once again, I wasn't sure if I was going to do content on this game until I went ahead and pulled Emma Laurent. Now, Emma Laurent is a fantastic unit. How good she is relative to the cast, I'm not entirely too sure. I just don't have that experience or knowledge just yet, but I know she's incredibly strong just from using her, and I've been re-rolling the account for quite some time. I was able to land on Emma, no other SSR, just her, but I figured she's really good. Let me go ahead and keep this account and then start doing some content on this game. Now, like I mentioned, I'm an ARPG fan, so that's why I got drawn to Solo Leveling. I played Honkai Impact 3rd and covered that game. Punishing Gray Raven, covered that game as well. And now most notably and recently, Ether Gazer. And I'll be honest with you, I've been spoiled from those games in terms of combat, how fluid it is, intuitive and responsive. So when I played Solo Leveling, I think it's a great game. I really do, and I think it has a lot of potential. It just, once again, I feel like I'm spoiled from those other games with how fluid the gameplay is, and with Solo Leveling it just feels a little less fluid, but it's still a really good combat system. I really do like the story and how they're presenting it, and once again, I love Emma. She's a fantastic unit. I love the way she looks, so I thought I would go ahead and start doing some content on this game. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see more content on Solo Leveling. I would love to go ahead and bring that to you. Now, with that also being said, I'm not entirely too sure what kind of content I'm going to do here on the channel. I think it's going to be just fun content, and I plan to be pretty free-to-play friendly on this game. I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe just a battle pass and maybe a top-up here and there, but not much outside of that. But once again, I'm not too sure what type of content I'm going to do here on the channel. I think it's just going to be fun content, showcasing characters, maybe new characters, pulls, you know, summons, things like that. Let me know what you guys would like to see. But in today's video, I did want to go ahead and showcase Emma and give you my reasons on why I think she's so strong. But not only that, I did want to go ahead and do a 10 pull on this video. So I do hope you enjoy, and I do hope you like what you see. And once again, I'm not too far in the game. I haven't progressed that much because I have been re-rolling once again, but you know, it is what it is. Now we're going into a scan here because I don't know where else to showcase her. But why do I think Emma's so strong? Well, she is considered a tank. I think that's how they classify her, but she seems to be able to do some really good damage. Now the tank aspect is because I believe she gives herself a shield, which can absorb hits, which is very useful. But I think she's a DPS in the aspect that she can once again do some pretty good damage. And look at the AoE on that skill. The AoE on that skill is absurd, and I think that's another reason that makes her really good, is that she's very good at clearing trash mobs, and she's able to dish out some pretty good damage while protecting herself. And she just has a lot of what I consider AoE on her attacks, and I think that's what makes her so strong. And she scales based off of her HP for just about everything from what I can see, and she applies burn. So she's just a phenomenal unit overall. Once again, how strong she is relative to the cast, I'm not entirely too sure. I have to get that knowledge and experience by using these characters, and I just haven't had the opportunity to do so. But I am very happy with Emma. That's why I decided to keep this account and start doing content on the game, because I wasn't sure if that was going to be the case for me in the first place. But with Emma, yeah, I'm in there. And I am on the PC right now, but I do also have it downloaded on my mobile device. For me, the PC, it runs pretty decent, but not to the greatest of quality, and that just might be my PC, to be quite honest with you. Like, the gameplay right now might look a little shaky, might look like we're dropping frames, so I do apologize about that. I'm going to try and optimize it. I've been trying to optimize it. I'm going to continue to try and optimize it, but look at this Q. The Q is absurd. And then she's just able to do just a lot of damage. She's pretty nutty, I'm not gonna lie. She is pretty, and the skills are on a pretty low cooldown. Like, I could do the Q already. Again, look at this. Once again, I know this is like low level stuff that we're taking on, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty good. I'm pretty confident saying she's a pretty strong character. And you know, we do the Q, trash mobs are done, right? Like, you don't have to worry about them. I'm pretty sure you're not able to get hit while you're doing the Q as well, so we have some iframes there, which is pretty interesting. And then she has a pretty good stacking mechanic with the burn. And also she once again is able to scale off of HP, which makes her very easy to build. You just put a lot of HP on her and everything scales off of that. And I love characters that scale off of HP, because especially for a tank, I think this is why she's very well designed, because from a tank aspect, you want to be tanky, so you want to have a lot of HP, right? It kind of makes sense. Oh, I don't want to rescan right now. So in that aspect, she's very well designed because of that. Ooh, let me go ahead and level her up. So you build her with tons of HP. If we go over to her skills, you just build her with tons of HP, and so that's gonna make her extremely tanky because of the massive HP. And then not only that, her damage is scaled off of it, so you're increasing her damage at the same time. So she's becoming incredibly tanky, and you're increasing her damage exponentially. So I think that's why she's a very well made character, very well built, very synergistic within her kit. And then she applies the burn and she looks great. She looks great. Like, you can see everything's off of her max HP at that too, right? So and it's all scale, increases defense by that percentage. She recovers HP of the damage taken. She increases defense penetration, and then she increases fire damage. So she has penetration, she has a shield, she has great AoE within her skills. The skills are a fairly low cooldown from what I can see. It doesn't seem to take too long. She's kind of a one-woman army, if I'm being honest with you. A pretty beefy ultimate right there, right? It's I would say a long cooldown, but it's a pretty beefy ultimate. Yeah, she does a whole lot. The user's damage decreases by 33%, and they are refunded 50% of their power gauge and cooldown time. And then the user's damage increases by 77%. So she has a lot of ways to buff herself, and she has a lot of ways to protect herself, heal herself, and do a defense penetration. She's just insane. She's pretty insane. I like Emma. I think she's fantastic, and from, once again, a design standpoint, I think she's pretty top tier. With that being said, that was a very small showcase. Nothing, once again, nothing too crazy. But let's go ahead and do a 10 draw on the standard banner really quickly, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I'm actually gonna be saving my currency. I'm not gonna be pulling on Cho. I'm not gonna be pulling on him. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm saving, and I'm gonna be waiting for the next banner character. I don't know who it's going to be, but I have a sneaky suspicion that they're gonna be pretty OP, so I'm gonna be waiting on that. But let's go ahead and do a 10 pull. Let's see what we can get. Honestly, if I was to get anybody, I would probably want my man here, Bach. He seems to be pretty cool. But honestly, I would take anybody. I would even take a dupe of Emma. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would even take a dupe of Emma. But it doesn't appear as if we're getting anything here. Now, I wouldn't mind like an HP scaling weapon that I can put on her. That would be fantastic. I have to look through my weapon inventory to see what I have. But I wouldn't mind an HP scaling weapon to go ahead and place on her. Because that would benefit greatly. But once again, let me know in the comments down below what type of content you want to see from me here on the channel for solo leveling. I do want to definitely do content on this game, keep up with this game, because once again, I think this game has a lot of potential. I do like the gameplay. Once again, I'm an ARPG fan, so I do like the gameplay. I do want to do raids and co-oping. Who are you? Why? Why? Ah, that's tough. That's really tough, but it's okay. We'll get some dupes, right? I'm gonna go ahead and continue saving, build up some more of that currency. We'll be able to do some more pulls. But yeah, I just want to really stick with this game and see what it has to offer in the future, because I think there's tons of potential. You know, there's obviously a lot of flaws with this game, but I could bypass those flaws with all the pros that they have going on. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I do truly appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.